Hi everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Thursday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So the Knight is the action taker of the court cards. It's the masculine principle that does things in the world. And as I said yesterday, we had the Nine of Cups. Cups are connected to the intuition, following the heart, and connecting with other people. And connecting emotionally with others. So the Knight, I love this Knight. Look at him. His horse seems like it's prancing. Like he's a very chill Knight. He's carrying a cup. I think of him as the lover Knight. Like he's not out there to fight a dragon. He's not out there to have some big quest. He is looking for love. He is the romantic Knight. So he's singing songs and writing poetry and looking at the beauty of the world. This is going to be like a Don Quixote energy. Like everywhere he looks, he sees beauty. And because he sees it, he evokes it. This is a knight wearing his heart on his sleeve, right? This is an uncensored heart. That's what I think of the Knight of Cups, the uncensored heart that's just going around the world, being free to express itself in whatever way it wants. Doesn't care if it looks silly. Is not mindful of like what it looks like. It's just truly allowing itself to be in the flow of nature and of the universe, right? So this card came to us reversed. I think this continues the theme we've had this week, which is sort of a reluctance to be visible. It was the Queen of Wands reversed first, which is like this beautiful fiery energy that's kind of almost like putting your candle under a basket, like trying to hide your light. Yesterday's card was the Nine of Cups, which can be about like pausing before you offer your gift to the world. You pause because you're a little scared to take the last step. And again, we have this reversal, which is kind of like maybe you do have things you want to share. You have a song you want to sing. You have something you want to share, but you don't want to look silly. You don't want to look silly or you don't want to get hurt. Like you think that if you share your heart, it's going to get stomped on. And this can be just something you're afraid of, or your mind could have stories about like, well, remember before when I did that? So there's a reason why we are reluctant. We're guarding our heart. We're shielding our heart and censoring our heart because our mind has decided it is not safe. And all of these cards we've had this week are about the mind thinking there is some danger and trying to keep us safe. And so this is really about negotiating with the mind, figuring out why the mind is fearful and reluctant, looking at the stories the mind's working on. If there's pain points in those stories, releasing the pain points, but really helping the mind shift from a mentality of survival, which is we're going to play it safe. We're going to try not to die. That's really what the mind's worried about, right? The mind is kind of in survival mode. The mind is obsessed with not dying. But you're going to die. So like the mind's already, at some point, well, I guess you can always be in survival mode, but if you are, eventually you're going to fail at that, right? So at some point you realize I'm not going to win at survival. So let's win at living in magic and flow as much. Let's win at thriving. Let's do that. Like let's spend every day doing what we're here to do and bringing our blessing to the world. So from that perspective, we are shifting the mind's priority from being safe into being faithful and authentic and walking in hope. So if the mind is saying that's silly, someone's going to laugh at us, or that maybe it's not good enough, or whatever the mind's saying here, we want the mind to see that we are asking it not to be safe, but to take a risk. Because this shifting into expansive living, not survival living, but expansive living requires risk. And is the risk realistic? I mean, since the mind's afraid we're going to die, probably, sharing your song with the world isn't going to kill you. At the worst, it's going to embarrass you. or someone will tell you it's stupid. I mean, and then you learn how to deal with that. Whatever that is, your mind will then learn, I was telling someone the other day, like whatever you're afraid of, you're probably going to have to do the thing you're most afraid of, because the way you get over being afraid is you do the thing 1,000 times and you don't die. Like people like me, hard intuitives, are usually afraid of failure. Well, you know how you get over failure? You fail over and over and over again. And you discover not only does it not kill you, you get pretty good at failing. You get pretty good at pivoting and like evoking new magic from that. But you learn it by doing it. So that's what the mind has to learn. It doesn't know how to do this yet. That's okay. We don't expect the mind to know how to do this. We're asking the mind to walk in faith, to take a risk, and to see what magic is possible when it does so. So again, we're continuing the conversation with the mind, kind of peeling back the layers of why it's frightened and helping it feel confident in trying something new. That's our card for today. See you tomorrow for our final card. Bye.